Hi, welcome to our coding challenge today where we practice our algorithmic thinking. Today, this is going to be in JavaScript, and we're going to be creating an encoding function to replace vowels with numbers according to this pattern here. A, E, I, O, U, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our example would be hello, would then be converted to H2LL4. We're not going to worry about any edge cases. The main idea is just to help you break down thinking through a problem and what needs to happen. So let's start with, all right, the first thing that we're going to be dealing with is strings. Whenever you're working with strings in JavaScript, probably the easiest thing, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be using some regular expressions or regex. Never feel bad about having to look up regex. Every developer, I don't care what level you're at, has to look up regex. This is a good resource for that. You can regexer.com, where you can actually test your regex and see exactly what it's doing. It breaks it down for you. So I highly recommend using that to kind of understand what your regex is doing, because everybody can Google regex for certain situations like matching phone numbers, socials, things like that. But it's always good to actually know what your code is doing instead of copying and pasting. All right, so the first idea that came to my mind is that we're going to need to create a mapper key using these values, since they've given us the pattern that we need. And the way that I would break down that map or key, initialize a key, and let's put in our vowels. A, E, oops, I, O, U. You'll have to excuse my typing speed. My left hand moves about half of the speed of my right ever since my brain surgery. All right, so we have our key. Now what we want to do is we want to match our vowels or numbers. Actually, that was if we were going to do a decoding. We're just going to encode today, so just want to match our vowels. And the way that you do that here is with the regex. I'm going to initialize a regex variable, and we're going to get our vowels. All right, so now we have matched our vowels. Now we need to go through the string, and if we have a match, we need to replace that value. Okay, well, the way that you iterate a string is you have to convert it to an array first. So let's convert it to an array using the split method. And then let's iterate using the map method, which is an ES6 syntax for a for loop, basically. All right, so where we're at right now, we've split the string into an array of characters or letters. So we have a character, H-E-L-L-O. So we're either going to have a consonant or a vowel. Well, if we have a vowel is when we want to replace it. So that's going to be our first thing that we're going to want to check. You can use a string match method, and we want to match our regex now. So that will basically give us whether or not that character that we're at in the string, the H, the E, the L, L, O, is a vowel. If it is a vowel, we want to replace it. And the way that we will do that is using the replace method. We're going to replace the regex So we're going to replace the regex, which is our vowel, with a property from or a value from our hash map. So we're going to have our character, which is, let's say we're on E. So we're going to look at our key, E, and it's going to return the value 2. So we have exactly what we want there. And now if it's not a vowel, we want to just return the letter. And then, since we have an array of characters, we need to convert it back to a string. And the way you do that is using join. Now let's see if we get what we are looking for. Oh, it would help if I returned value. And